Grayson's story, if you don't start swallowing that frog, then there's something wrong with you.
Grayson is 2 years old.
He was diagnosed with epilepsy and cerebral palsy. He also has a condition that causes him to lose heart rate really fast when he's outside very long, and his temperature goes up and down.
Grayson's great-grandmother Peggy Webb says his mom needs a new car, one that can fit Grayson's wheelchair and make it easier to regulate his temperature. Peggy's Estill County High School class of 1972 is sponsoring this Labor Day fundraiser to hopefully help Grayson's family afford that new car.
Grayson is a part of our lives, but as you can see by the turnout, so many people are wanting to help make his needs come true.
This fundraiser happened by chance. Two old friends ran into each other for the first time in years, and just a few weeks later, this all came together.
I happened to be in Richmond at Baptist Health Hospital, and I ran in to Peggy, and we got to talking. I've not seen her in years. And I said, well, maybe our car club could do something.
Tommy Bryant is the president of Twin City Cruisers. Their club worked with the class of 72 to make this happen.
I just think God's hands is all over it, because from August the 5th to September the 2nd, this is what it turned into. It's amazing.
Grayson's family says they're grateful for everyone who's donated and has helped them share Grayson's story.
There is no foot too small that it cannot leave an imprint on the world. So we're taking Grayson's foot and putting an imprint on the world today.
In Estill County, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.